Guys, gotta move back here. Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want us to last. Need you by my side. And hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I did print out new Patreon member things. So shout out to my friend Nick and Meg for that. We do have Dashi over in the corner. For those of you that are guessing, oh man, I gotta put this up on something. I am recording from my new iPad. I'm recording from something. Let me know if the sound is good. Let me know if everything works out well. Before we do get started with the jewels, I do want to go and read exactly what they wrote on the... Skip for now. Okay, sorry. I'm still working with everything. So I do have a new... I'll let you know how many jewels I got. But just so that everybody is wondering, I'm going to read the what they announced this morning, and then I'll go talk about the jewels, exactly what they mean, exactly what we're looking forward to, what places are spawning what resources. It is really interesting. It is not something that I expected, so I will go and do this first. Hang on one sec. Announcements. Where's the announcements on here? I don't see them. Wait, I really don't. E2. Okay, there we go. So the announcement this morning was, okay, from Shane. And it says, Dear Earth 2 users, we hope all is well. A few hours ago, we quietly pushed out new React front-end framework for the entire Earth 2 app interface. You could tell things are really different there also. It says, while the changes are not so visually recognizable, the update is significant, involving months of work. The benefits are incredibly important since it will help us avoid accruing excessive technical debt, which is what we've been facing using Riot. Basically, this means we can roll out and pivot on features faster, that are more secure, and require much less maintenance. The update to React is large, and we ask you to be patient as we identify and stabilize any issues that may arise. Our internal QA team have been focusing on final tests for this rollout over the past week, but due to some unknown changes between our pre-production and production environments, there are a number of issues we have been actively working to resolve. The Earth 2 community management team are also monitoring socials to report bugs back to our dev teams. So reporting the issues through such avenues, you are helping us to locate and fix problems faster. I will get to the questions in... I'll skip through a bunch of this. Their announcement on jewels say jewels may appear on user-owned properties randomly and will have a limited amount of time to be claimed before they disappear. Now, this is not like picking up loot on somebody else's property. What it seems like it's doing is it spawns on your property. You can't see where it spawns on other people's property. If it does spawn on other people's property, right now, you can't mine it. You can't go and say like, oh, this is mine because that person's not here. I'm going to mine it. It just seems like they're on yours. And when you click the tab, actually, I'll show you guys. Let's say if you are on your profile, and what you do, see, mine is the real Randy Chavez. You click that tab in the top right, and you go down, and it will say resources right under it says profile. So click resources. And then they'll automatically populate right there. They'll automatically populate, and you'll be able to see which ones they are. And it's weird, like the blue ones that are freshwater, you would think that they would be wherever Andreas is. Andreas is the first one. This one is Antarctica, which makes sense. But there's another one. That's Antarctica. Ras Al Khaimah. Ras Al Khaimah is that one, but Ras Al Khaimah is that's like the desert. That's literally like the Middle East. So it clearly doesn't matter. One's from Brazil, which makes sense, but you could have water being spawned in the desert, which is really interesting. And outside of that, we also have colon production. Okay, Antarctica is also spawning wood. You can see that. Yeah, so that one. Antarctica spawns wood, which is really, really interesting. You wouldn't expect Antarctica to do that. You would expect fresh water, and maybe you might expect oil, just because that sometimes there is oil underneath all that ice. But there are 7 jewels. It's like, okay, well, why are there only 7 jewels if there are 8 resources? Well, you see that because the black jewels, which seems to be the rarest, because I only have 2 black jewels, the rest I have multiple of. But these ones are from Brazil. They are coal and oil. So it does seem like the coal and oil ones that we have are going to be either the least important in the game, or they're ones that are going to be most important because there are so few of these actual jewels that you can spawn, and each of them can be one of two. So I only have two of them, and you can see everywhere else. If I can, or is it? Hmm? Okay, there it is. So you could see that I only have two of those jewels, and I could really only put one to coal production and one to oil production, and it's not huge. It's not a big. It's not a big thing. It's really just 0.5%. So if let's say you are mining, let's say 100 resources in a day, which seems like a lot, this will only give you, or even because it's 0.1%. So if you're doing 1,000 resources a day, you're only getting an additional 5 resources because it's 0.5%. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. If you were doing 100 a day, 1% would be one. So every 2 days you would spawn an extra one resource because it's 0.5%. And that seems like that for all of them. It seems like that all of them are 0.5%. It doesn't matter which one you have. Now, if I'm sorting by size and there's medium, I have right now currently 0, medium, and if you go by small, they're all small right there. Each one is small. I'll count. Hold on. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 28. I have 31 of these jewels right now, and I have about 22,000 tiles, give or take. So you're going to have, let's say if it's 20,000, so 230. So if you have 2,000, you should have 3 jewels, give or take. 20,000, I have 30. So if you have 2,000 tiles, you'll have 3 jewels. Pretty much, I think they want you to have minimum 750 tiles or 1,000 tiles, give or take. So let me get to the questions here, and I'll go over these as I get them. Nomad Guitar says, I only have 6 jewels, 2 for gold for 0.5%, and some for sand, and the rest in coal and stuff. How many you get, Randy? 100? I only have 30-something. But imagine guys like Aria Realty, imagine guys like Guidebook Gaming, King Tech Ops, and Nameless. They probably have, because they have over 100,000 tiles, they're probably ones that have, well, let's figure this out. If I have 20,000, I have 30. They probably have 150 jewels minimum because they have minimum 5x of what I have. All of those guys probably have well over 100 jewels. Very, very excited for them. Comment down below how many you have. Noah Guitar says, now Earth 2 is really making progress. Like it's the Pi app, just press 1. Yeah, it should be just like the Pi app where you just press once a day to mine. So before when I had these on there, it didn't say that I had them. I had to claim them. There was a button at the top where you had to press claim, and that was it. So if I sort by color, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. But again, these are all small tiles because if you go to medium, I don't have any. So they're all small ones. So the fact that we're only getting small ones right now, I'm not sure what that means. I guess the medium ones might give you, instead of 0.5%, they might give you 1 or even 2%, which would be pretty cool. But there only seems to be those right now. But yeah, it seems to be once a day you can go on and click. And that's it. Obviously, up top, for those of you that haven't seen it, it looks like there, if anyone's played Settlers of Catan, you have the wood and you have the stone you'll be able to use to build. We're going to have a bazaar we're going to be able to go to, which is going to be really insane. I really can't wait. And right now, of course, there's going to be different tiers of jewels. Right now, they're only tier 1 jewels, and their enhancement abilities don't seem too impressive. Like I said, 0.5. But with time and more tiers of the ecosim, they will be increasingly powerful and really diverse in their effects. So they won't be just for resource mining. It might be to increase essence. It might be to increase whatever. Again, so I'm just going to read what they have at the bottom, saying they spawn randomly. When they spawn on your property, you can collect them and store them indefinitely right now. But they said to make sure you visit your properties regularly because the jewels only last a few days. But I visited all day. Every single time I visited, there was nothing there. And I can't say I looked through all of my properties because I didn't. I did not look through all of my properties. I only looked through maybe a couple thousand tiles. And then some tiles are in random places, so I didn't look. But let's say China. I haven't looked at anywhere in China yet. So if I go to my things in China, I don't know if you have to look at them. If you have to look at the tiles that you have in order for them to appear there, then I've literally only looked at maybe a third of my tiles. Where if I look at the other third, maybe they'll spawn there. We do have a $5 super chat from Raythak saying you have 1,053 properties, 78,690 tiles. 86% are class 1, and you have 136 jewels so far. So yeah, so Raythax is again a pretty big player here, having a lot of that, a lot of those class 1, and in conjunction with that, he has so many more tiles that then if he would double that to say he have the same amount of tiles, let's say Ari Realty or Godbook Gaming, he might have double those amount of jewels. He might have 300 plus just because he has so many class 1s. So I'll go to Point de Aria. I don't know if you can claim him. So here's some of my stuff that I have in Point de Aria in Brazil, and there is. I don't see how you would. Maybe they did a code real quick so they could say, oh, yeah, if they view it, let's just have it in their inventory. But I didn't actually go to my properties and just say, oh, let me click that. They just appeared. So let me go back to the rest of the comments here. Synox says, let's get this bread. Let's get this bread, fam. What bread? It's basic. Yeah, but this is really cool. It's the fact that they have this already. Or I shouldn't say already, but they have this before the actual resources come out, which I thought was incredible. So I don't know if they're going to have Essence come out first or resources then Essence. It was a little weird, and I did hear some complaining about people saying, oh, they come out with the multipliers of the resources before the actual resources. It's like, okay, yeah, but at least we get something. At least one thing is ready. So I was pretty happy about that. Crystal Laurel says, I got 17 gems on my property. What everybody else getting? Yeah, I got 31, I guess. Crystal Laura also says we should all guess on how many gems Randy gets, and the winner gets a tile piece. Oh, Crystal Laura, you guessed 38. You weren't too far off. And no matter the laugh if I only got 3. Psydog says he just sold his Tesla and Pokemon cards. I think he'll get more than that. I did, but when I sold my Tesla and Pokemon cards, I bought 3 Bitcoin, or I have 3 Bitcoin now. And now I only sold one of the I sold that big trophy Kangaskhan. If you missed my videos, it was a lot of money, but a lot of it was trade-in value as well. So I only got a little bit of cash and then a lot of trade-in value. But I do have 20 million OMI now, and I have some more left over specifically for Earth 2. So when they have the crypto, if they have that, or depending on what we can do, if there's a tech tree where I can go and buy stuff, I'll definitely do that. I definitely want to be a big player in this game. Chris Loro, yeah, 15,818 tiles. That's a good amount. No Guitar says, were they large or small? Yeah, they were. Yeah, mine are all small. It doesn't seem like we have large yet, and it shows you on the right. Got sand on my beach. Yeah, sand on the beach. That makes sense. Wes says he only got 7 jewels and he has over 7,000 tiles. Again, how many are bigger though? Because I have properties. A lot of properties are like big 750 tile properties. Some of them are. A lot of my tiles are literally just one tile because I have them in Antarctica for giveaways, like tile, tile, tile. So like literally one whole page is just of tiles. So the average, even though the average is probably pretty low, the average actual property size is probably several hundred, which is good. Because obviously the more you have, the bigger chance you have. The higher amount of tile properties you have, the bigger chance you have of spawning these jewels. Master World says, I've gotten some gems. PogChamp. Earth 2 Pokemon, the real Professor Oak says, I got 11 jewels. How many did you get? Yep, we got 31. Sam Bren also has 11 jewels. Evil Hong, you have every type of jewel, which is fantastic. I do as well. Master World says you have 11 jewels at 6,400 tiles. All right, and how many did Wes have at... let me go back and see if Wes said 7 jewels at 7,000 tiles. And okay, so Master of Worlds has more jewels than Wes does when he has less tiles. So I'm going to guess Master of Worlds, the properties that he has are just a little bit bigger. The average tile price is probably a little bit higher. Not tile price, the average amount of tiles is probably a little higher. Master World says, go to resources to be able to see it. Oh, Smooches, hello, my bae. How you doing? Ricky Martinez says, oh, you don't have any? Well, you don't have any yet, Ricky Martinez. They will spawn randomly, so I will be curious to see. Well, I got 31 this day. Well, tomorrow, how much more will I have because they spawn randomly? And they did say that it is, let me go to the resources. And let me go down. And they did say that They don't seem too impressive, but as time goes on, they'll become increasingly more powerful, which I really can't wait about. And once resource production is up and running, they said they will become very, very useful. And depending on their color and tier, they can have different functions. So if tier one is just to increase resources, and then maybe tier two is increase essence, whatever it is, when used on a property, most of which revolve around improving the property's raw material production, which is great. But again, right now, these are all tier one jewels that we're getting. Thumper Hunt says it's tech, not resources. It is the tech, but I mean, it's going to help us with the resources. Earth 2 Fake News says, Randy, what's good, Earth 2 Fake News? How you doing? Everyone say hello to Dashi. I don't know if I said that before. I had the busiest week. I sold Tesla earlier in the week. I had to go to Colorado to sell my card, so I wasn't even in the state. And just as a rule, just a military thing, I don't tell people where I was until I got back. It's just a security issue, just the way, Ari Realty can tell you. Cardin Reap says, I got 4, can't complain. Nice. Jerome Hoyes says, Guidebook Gaming has 229 jewels. Oh my God, that's incredible. I missed them live before. I think I got there at 11:15. Look, I was so late. I've just been so busy since I got back. It's been literally like Nick Fury's big week, like when he had Thor's hammer, when Hulk was fighting Abomination, like all of these things happening in the same week. I am as busy, if not busier, than Nick Fury is. It's been insane. Chris Velasco, less than 3,000 tiles, but you have 6 jewels. Congrats, man. All About Filipino Relationships says, I only have 52 properties, less than 1,000 tiles, and you got 4 jewels. Congrats. The Bauma says he has 40 jewels. Congrats, dude. And also, Wes, thank you so much for that $5 super chat saying, correction, Wes has 9 jewels with 7,600 tiles. You get that bread. So you have, yeah, that makes sense. About a third of the amount of tiles that I have, and you have about a third of the amount of jewels. So again, that makes sense. Excuse me. Very proper. Very happy. Ivu Hong says, I predict all Earth 2 users will trade materials like crypto. I agree 100%. I don't have the cards anymore. I put them in my safe deposit box, but check my card, check my most recent eBay. A lot of really cool cards. If you want them, I'll give big discounts for crypto. La Sombra, what's going on? Says, I only got 4 jewels, wood 2x. Wait, wood? Oh, you have 2 wood, 1 iron, and 1 gold. Okay, gotcha. Caden Reap says, I'm kind of concerned because everyone is getting them, making them not rare, making them not valuable. Well, the 2 that I have, and again, I have 22,000 tiles, and I only have 2 that are black, the ones that are good for, one's coal and one's oil. So it seems like those are the rarest right now. Obviously, Guidebook Gaming's got a bunch of them. Our Realty's probably got a bunch of them. But that is not a lot. Because if I only have 31 jewels, and I don't know how many properties with 20,000 something tiles, that's a lot of properties, not enough jewels to go around. So I actually believe the opposite. In my interpretation, Caden Rep, it's the fact that I have so many properties and that I want to bring up, I want to develop, and I don't have enough jewels for them. So going around, I don't know what it would take. I'm going to start the bidding at $1 per black jewel. If anyone wants, I don't know. But the thing is, right now, the marketplace isn't set up. I wouldn't be able to buy them from you. Right now, they'll probably be worth a lot more than $1 per jewel, just because of the fact that, again, 22,000 tiles to get 2 black jewels. It seems pretty hard to be able to go and say, oh, you know what? Yeah, those seems like that'll be really, really expensive. Now, it could be just the areas I bought in as well, although if Antarctica's producing wood and place in the Middle East is producing fresh water, the logic doesn't seem to be exactly that sound. But again, in the just in the spirit of gaming and capitalism, I would pay minimum $1 per black jewel. If anyone wants to, again, that's not resources that you're spawning every day. That's jewels to enhance the resource production. So I would definitely do that. Now, I don't know if they have the black jewels so minimum because they're not going to be able to use a lot of coal and oil because they don't want it like that. They want to be technology, like maybe renewable energy. But if it's going to be one of the most important resources in the game, and there's only a few black tiles, they're going to probably be worth, God, the jewels. I know they're going to be increased every day, But right now, I would say between $1 and $10. Because if there was a marketplace right now, I would buy as many of them as I could. And if people would sell for $1, I'll do it. If I couldn't find any for $1 and they're $5 or $10, again, the marketplace will decide. We see that in the VV app with all these NFT collectibles. Well, people have to meet in the middle. What is one paying to pay for something, and what is one willing to sell for something? Eventually, they do meet, and the market sets that floor. It sets that price. So whatever the market value is, I'll pay it just to get those because they seem pretty rare. Not because I want to flip them. I don't. Because I want those for my property, and they're apparently really hard to get. So that's just my strategy and what I'm doing. Master World says at Evil Hong, I like that idea. Yeah, Evil Hong's got some good ideas. Raythax, thank you for that $5 super chat saying 1,053 properties, 78,690 tiles, 86% of them are class 1, 136 jewels so far. My heckin' man. Everyone comment nice down below for Raythax because he's got 78,069 0. Sorry. Earth2 Fake News, is the scam getting bigger? We're growing, man. We're growing, or at least the hype is back. The hype is real. I've never left. Like don't call it a comeback. Like I've never left. I've always been here. Guidebook Gaming's always been here. Our Realty, I don't think I've seen a video in like a week, but he's been here as well. Chima Chakmul says one more dip from Omi. Be ready. I can't wait. Again, I have 20 million Omi, so I've spent between $40,000 and $50,000 on this Omi. I think, right? Yeah, because 20,000 got me about another 8 million. So yeah, give or take, 40, 50 grand on Omi, so far. And if it dips again, if it gets cut in half, I'll buy even more because I believe in it long term. Again, I'm ready to buy these jewels, and we have zero idea how rare they are because it's only the first day, but I'm ready to buy. I got money to burn now. I'm ready to buy. So yeah, thank you guys. So big shout out to my Patreon members. You guys and everyone that does super chats got me this iPad specifically for streaming. I hope it's a little bit better. The mic's better. Hopefully it's a little bit clearer. And I hope it just streams better than just the phone that I've been streaming on for the past, 6 months or whatever. So that's a lot better. It is a Samsung Tab 7 Plus. This thing, really cool. It comes with a pen, which I don't use, but that's what it comes with. So anyway, guys, yeah, pretty much all Patreon goes into supporting the channel. I finally got that, just as apparently a little more expensive than I thought. Thank you guys for those likes as well. Venice Dennis has 175 jewels. Venice Dennis, comment down below how many properties you have and how much tiles you have. To Earth 2 Invest has 90 jewels. Oh my god, I need more tiles. I need more tiles. And this is the other thing, the genius idea behind the Earth 2 developers. Giving amount of jewels based on the amount of tiles you have. It's a flex, and it makes me want to buy more tiles. Why? Because I feel inferior. I feel insignificant compared to everyone that has hundreds of jewels, where I myself have less than a third of that. So yeah, it's genius. It just makes me want to buy more. The Balma says 499 properties, 21,000 tiles, 40 crystals. Oh, so you have less tiles than I do, but you have more crystals. So it's really cool how this game works. How that you could have less tiles, but wind up getting more jewels, which is really fun. It's really cool. Earth2 Fake News is Ari still alive? When comes the next video? I'm not 100% sure. Me and Ari Realty, I think, should be seeing each other next week, so I am excited about that. We're going to have a daddy soda on Raythax, as he super chatted that last week. And Drew says you have about 10,000 tiles and about 15 jewels, which makes sense, about exactly half of what I have. Matt Chug says, oh my god, you're delusional, the jewels are worth nothing. Okay, so why am I willing to pay money for it? It's worth what someone's willing to pay. Already I'm willing to pay. Earth2 Invest says Matt Chug small. Yeah, I mean, the fact that because you have some jewels that, again, even the ones I have a lot of, the gold jewels or the water jewels, there's still not a lot compared to the amount of properties I have. So yes, we will get more every single day, and we don't know how much more. Maybe on certain days, like Pokemon, Lapras only appears in that not dark cave, in one of the caves on Friday, I believe, or it's Tuesday or Saturday, I don't know. But some Pokemon only appear in some days. In that same breath, maybe there's only some things, like those black jewels, that appear a very small amount on Fridays, but they'll appear in larger amounts on Tuesdays. And it also keeps people going back to the game, checking. Well, you have to check every day because you have to make sure you get those jewels because, again, they are worth money. I'm willing to pay right now for them. But again, right now we can't. In the future, trading just resources will be fine. But I'm not going to trade. I'm just gonna be buying everything, which again is good for the people that want to sell. For the people that are here just to start making money right away, they're the ones that can sell what they're getting. They're basically getting free money every single day. I'm giving them money for jewels. But in that same breath, you have people like me and other people that, oh, you know what? I'm going to hoard all of these stuff, make my properties bigger, play the long game, spend money now in order to make a lot more money because your properties are going to be so much better in the future. At least that's the way that I'm thinking right now. Earth2 Fake News says yes, and they are mad chugs. Jerome Huese says, got 18 jewels with 275 properties and 10,000 tiles. Congratulations. Which is a little bit, you have about half the amount of tiles, but a little bit more, about 60% of the amount of jewels that I have, which is great. Mr. J1S says, got 264 properties, gave me 10 jewels, 5,001. So Mr. J1S has about 1/4 of the amount of properties that I have, but has 1/3 the jewels. So only 25% of the tiles that I have, but has 33% of the jewels that I have, which is pretty good. So congrats on that, Mr. J1S. Says, even got limestone from Manhattan. Oh, good for you. That makes sense, I think. 1,000 tiles for Paco Life Shorts and 2 jewels. Nice. Earth2 Fake News. How much money in E2 this month, Randy? I didn't put a lot. I put maybe like 600 in Earth2. Well, actually, no, because it's only July, like 2nd. So I think I just put like $10 in it. Not that much. Last month I put about 500-600 in it. Maybe a little more. Just buy more properties for Chavez-topia. Grandmaster Mawa says, do I have to check all my 468 properties for jewels? I don't believe so, because I did check. I don't think everyone here, I don't think Guidebook Gaming checked 100,000 tiles to get those jewels. What I think might have happened is if you check, let's say China, and your China tiles that you have, you won't see anything there, but because you check China, it will show up in your resource spot. That being said, I don't know if it's like that, or you could not check it at all, and they'll show up anyway, just because that's the way the algorithm works, that's the way the coding works. I'm not sure, but I don't think you have to check your properties. That's not what I'm getting right now. Wes says, correction, you have 9 jewels. Oh yeah, I give you that $5 super chat, Wes, saying he has 9 jewels with 7,600 tiles. Congrats to Wes on that. Jakub Burkas says 36 jewels with 695 property and 14,560 tiles. So again, Jakub has got about 75% of my tile worth, that much, but has about 20% more jewels than I do. So this is the type of thing that I really enjoy, that the fact that it's kind of random, and just because you spend more money and just because you have more tiles doesn't mean that you're going to win. It's not like a pay right now. It doesn't seem like a pay to win type of thing. It seems like, yeah, maybe pay to play, but you don't need to pay to win. It seems like you can get more with less, which I really like about the game too. Grillmaster420 says, hey Randy, jewels for you, jewels for me, jewels for everyone. You get a jewel, everyone. So I might have to, instead of giving away tiles, I might have to change my giveaway to jewels. I'll still give away the tiles that I have, those ones for Chavez-topia. So I'm just gonna say right now, Grillmaster420, you get a free tile. Message me. And Jacob Burkhart, you get a free tile as well. Message me too. Grillmaster4 says, finally, we have something. Agreed, Grillmaster, agreed. Hilda Muna says, how to know if I got jewels. So basically, Hilda, what you have to do is you have to go into the game, and on the top right, all right, let's say you're in your profile, and in your profile, you're just here, just chilling, looking for the properties. Go up to here, I can't, okay. And then right here where it says resources, click that. And then in the resources, it'll show you, if you sort by size and put the size on small, it'll show you the jewels that spawned. Like these ones say, let's see what this one says. Small spawn gray, crystal, limestone production from Antarctica. And then you'll see up here, it'll say claim. So you're just going to claim them. Ukulele strings. What's going on, man? How's it going? It says another reason to refresh the page. Exactly. 100%. Marco Ribeiro says, "Yo, Randy, how many jewels you got?" I got 31 jewels, baby. Now, Ukulele Strings is another reason to refresh the page. That's probably good, and I could go on. I'm also going to figure out a way in which I can, I'll just appear in like the bottom corner or whatever, and then you could see exactly what I'm doing on my iPad. So I thought that would be pretty cool too. I'm not sure what exactly what program that'll be, or what app that'll be, but just to make it easier, so I'm not like going like this like a teacher. And the cow says, "Moo," and Peter Griff's like, "Of course, of course." Grandmaster Mawile says 16,000 tiles and 37 jewels. My man, nice. Grandmaster 420 says, "I'm really hopeful that because I'm spread all over the globe that I'll get a lot of variety. Cheers, things are happening." They are. These are. It's cool. It's exciting. It's very, very exciting. And again, I like the fact that it started. We got in the beta test in phase 1, and we're watching it grow. It's like back in the day when I was working at I was a veterinarian assistant, and we would see animals come in and they were sick, but as we treated them over the next couple of days or week, they get better, and it's like that is so cool. I feel like it's kind of the same. We're here. We see this as like a baby type Pokemon game, and it grows and gets better as time goes on. Really, really cool. Raythax with that $5 super chat said, "Okay, you have 20 blue, you have 19 black, you have 25 brown, you have 13 ochre. Ochre? What is ochre? Is that supposed to be? Oh, let me see what ochre is. A small brown. Wait, what the heck is ochre? Do I even not have ochre? So black, yellow, gray. Oh, okay, ochre for iron ore. Okay, so yeah, 13 ochre, 25 gray, 18 sandy, and 16 yellow. So right now, ochre for you is the one that you have the least, and ochre is one that I have 7 of. So that's actually a little bit. All right, so a small spawn sandy crystal is sand, and then a small spawn yellow crystal is gold. Okay, so sorry, those are a little different. Maybe a little colorblind. But ochre is actually the one that I have the most of. I have 7. So we need to trade, apparently. I'll trade you some. Wait, I'll trade you some again when we're able to. I'll trade you some of my ochre if you trade me some of your black. I'd be okay with that. So let's see what we got here. Moving on. Chema Chakmul says gems are pennies for now. Gold pennies. Yeah, I mean, again, I would buy gems for dollars. So again, if anyone wants to sell it to me for pennies, I'm in. Gold pennies. Grillmaster 420 says, "I'm saving mine until I figure out exactly what's most important." Yeah, I think that if you're just a casual or whatever type of game you are, like if you just want to make money, you want to take that quick couple dollars here, by all means go. But if you are not sure, like, oh well, maybe I should have saved these, because you don't want to like regret. Me, I'm just a buying hodler. I'm a hodler. I am someone that just goes and what do you call it? I'm like a hoarder. So I don't want to sell any of them, because again, you're not sure what you want to do. So if you don't need the money, if you don't need a couple dollars right now and don't want to sell them, again, we can't sell them now anyway, I don't think. Keep everything that you have, and everything that you have, hopefully it just becomes better and better, for the game as time goes on. So again, that's just what I'm doing. I'm keeping, I'm hoarding. That's what I'm trying. Croner says, "Hi Randy, hi all. 11 jewels with 300 properties over 2,500 tiles." I'm guessing that means 25,000 tiles, or 25, because 11 jewels at 2,500 tiles is really good. But 11 jewels with 300 properties, so pretty much every 30 properties, give or take, you get a jewel, which is nice. Kadeen Reap says, "Anyone have the ochre color?" I do. Raythex does. Actually, the most of mine I have is ochre. I have 7 of those. Obama, you got 6 black jewels. Get out of here. Godly Poquito says, "Are we rich in E2 yet?" We're getting there. Not yet, but we're getting there. Grandmaster Mawile says, "Is it based on number of tiles or number of properties?" That's a metric I have to look into. Actually, let me go back up and see. So for Croner, it's 11 to 30, so 1 out of every 30. I'm gonna have to go back up like all the way here. Oh god, what did I do? Oh god, what did I do? Okay, all right, there. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. 11. All right, 11 jewels at 6,400 tiles, but Master of Worlds didn't mention the actual properties. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so 52 properties and 4 jewels. Okay, so that's interesting. For all about Filipino relationships, the ratio of properties to jewels is about, what was that? Okay, so it'd be about 13 to 1. So every 13 properties that All About Filipino has is 1 jewel, as opposed to the person down there, which is 30 properties for every 1 jewel. So that's interesting as well. So I don't think it's about property size. If it is, All About Filipinos got the good luck. And then we have the BOMA, which has 499 properties and 40 jewels. So that means about almost 1 out of every, what was that, 10? 10 properties, or maybe about 12. So every 12 properties is a jewel, give or take, which is really interesting. And then we got, okay, Art Realty, blah, blah, blah. 18 jewels, 275 properties for Jerome Huese, which would be up 15. Okay, so yeah, the property, it doesn't seem like it's properties. But again, I don't know how big those properties are. Raythax, the $5 super chat says, HODL world and HODL jewels, HODL diamonds equals money and daddy sodas for everyone. Again, me and Raythax think pretty similarly, if that's the word. We just buy and HODL. That's at least what's made me successful. That's what made me. The only times when I sell, which, again, I sold the Tesla specifically for Bitcoin and OMI, and I sold that Pokemon card specifically for Earth 2. So I do have a lot waiting in the not abyss, in the ready to go. Like, horses are raring to go for Earth 2 crypto and maybe Essence and Jewels. So I got money to burn. That's what made me and Raythax a little bit successful here. All right, let me try to get back to the Chronos soon. Chamber Chalkmole says, I wish we were roommates. Yeah, roommates are fun to have, and I don't know why this is. Can I? Oh god. How do I? Okay, all right, yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. I'm not gonna touch it again. Yeah, roommates are fun to have. Crazy Dan 420 says, hey Randy, got 21 jewels today with 450 properties and about 10,000 tiles. So figure 21. So it's about every 22 properties is a jewel for. So yeah, I've seen 12 up to 30. So I don't think the properties matter. But I would like to see how many properties are 750. How many properties are just single tiles. That type of deal. Because I'm sure that works with it as well. Chrono's got 1 black jewel. Nice. Matt Chug says, what game? It's a grid on a map. Well, yeah, for now, but that's the basis. That's the base of the game. That's, again, if you have a really small idea of what a game is, but this is the building of the game. And we get new stuff every day. Or2 Fake News says, yes, people put more money in there. You need more jewels. I need to put more money in so I can get more jewels. Matt Chug says, get more every single day is less worth. Well, yes and no, because it's not like they're just going to get it. We are going to get it forever, but at the same time, people are going to be using those every single day as well. Just because more, wheat is made every single day doesn't mean that wheat is worth less. Again, the market sets the idea because people use that wheat every day. People use peanuts, people use, whatever. So just because something's made every day doesn't mean that it's worth less. It depends on people's consumption rate. Depends how often people use them. There's going to be people like me that just hodl. Or actually, there's going to be people like me that use them on my properties. And then there's going to be people that also like me that buy everyone else's, and buy as many as I can. There's going to be people that sell them. There's going to be people that don't use them because maybe in the future you'll take some of these and combine them with these and make like a super jewel or something along those lines. Which I'm very, very curious because right now it looks like we all have small jewels. None have medium. Again, I don't think. And they're all tier 1. Moving on. Earth 2 Invest says 90 jewels came from 48,000 tiles. Mostly black jewels seem to have spawned from properties in the Middle East, which is cool. That is interesting. Let me see where my black jewels spawned. This one spawned from Brazil, and this one spawned from Antarctica. So my 2 black ones were from Brazil and Antarctica. I do have stuff from, I have Kuwait, I have Afghanistan. I have the flight line on all of these countries. I think I have some in Turkey, in Incirlik. Yeah, in a lot of the Middle Eastern countries. I have a message from Mr. J1S saying, Okay, so you don't have to check properties because I guess Mr. J1S didn't check his properties. Um, Limestone from New York City. Yeah, you don't have to check your properties, right? Just go to the page, hoping, yeah. Because I don't think Mr. J1S visited his properties at all. Oh, I wonder if I can view myself on my phone. I can view myself on my phone. So you know what? I'm just going to. I have an extra viewer now. It is me, and then I'll put you in the background. That is me. So moving on. Or2 Fake News says, Randy, we still wait for the t-shirts. We are all right. So your size large and a size medium. Again, when I get there, I will. When I get there, I will totally go and get you guys some shirts. I do have another super chat from Raythak saying, at Matt Chug, you have to look at Earth 2 like a high-end Kickstarter. Benefits for those that invest early and help the project. Exactly. I mean, what did Uber do for like the first Uber burned money. So when they asked people for $25,000, $50,000 for a start, as an angel investor, and they did nothing with the money for a year or two. Like same thing with Vivi. They asked people for, I don't know how much, 25,000, maybe $50,000. They gave them a bunch of OMI, which did nothing for like years. And after it did nothing for years, now for the people that bought it, where it was 0.00003, and now it's 0.0025. It was almost at a penny. It was at a penny at one point. So yeah, people get in early. They wait for a few years, and then it pays off. So that is what happens. You do have to. Raythax is right on that. Moving on here. Oh God. Earth2 Invest says you will be able to combine them for better upgrades. It seems like there are a lot now, but when you get 3 tiers, you'll need like 1,000 small jewels to do anything. That's possible as well, which is also why I'd like to buy while the market is still relatively. I missed my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. Boy meets girl, you were my dream, my world, but I was blind. You cheated on me from behind, so on my own. Sorry about that. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Why I want to get them so early is when people are just like, oh, I'm getting these every day. Let me sell them for $1 or whatever because it's easy money. Not realizing that, oh, I'm collecting all of these jewels, and people are like, oh, I should have kept them before the market rises. That's what I do. I like to get in early. I like to buy as much as I can. I like to hodl. And there's actually a decent chance that as I buy these jewels, I won't use any of them. I'm just gonna hodl because the combinations are coming. Like how you do stuff in Minecraft, combine diamonds with this, and that's how you make it a better weapon. So by doing that, by hodling, sure, am I missing out on an extra 0.5 percent of resource production? Yeah, sure, but that's nothing. You just get another tile and you get more with that. But as far as that, some of these jewels could be worth a lot just because of the fact that you need a lot of them. And if you need a lot of them to get something, and that's something that you can get is really hard, or if it's really useful, you're going to want to get as many of those jewels as possible. And I think the price might skyrocket because I feel like a lot of people are going to go in, oh yeah, let me put all of these jewels, I have like 80 of them, into fresh water, so I get as much fresh water as I can. And then what happens? Yeah, sure, you increase it by like 4 or 5%, give or take, but then, oh, you can combine them? People are going to spend them, use them as soon as they get them. I know people 100%. They're going to use them as soon as they get them. Guidebook Gaming, Nameless, as soon as he gets land income tax, spends it. Because I think that's a StarCraft thing, but I've seen people do that in real life. They get money, spend it. Get jewels, spend it. Raythax $5 super chat says, anyone got medium-sized jewels yet? All mine are small. I know. Size isn't supposed to matter. Plus 10 Raythax. You're the best. But yeah, I all of mine are small as well. I don't think anybody else has. And the max amount of jewels, let me see here real quick. The max amount of jewels, it doesn't look like there are, because at the end of it, it says 1, 2, so you should be able to go to as many pages as you can. So right now, I don't think there's a max amount. If there is, I don't believe anyone has reached it yet. And Guidebook Gaming has got like a couple hundred jewels. So yeah, I think we're good. All right. Yeah, so again, right, that's that side out super chat size isn't supposed to matter. It's not, although in this game it might. I don't think anyone else has medium jewels. I don't think anyone else has. If they do, everyone let me know. Blah, blah, blah. Where was I going here? Where was I? Oh God. Okay, so Matt Chuck says, how are you getting money for jewels? You can't sell them. You can't sell them yet, but again, the marketplace is going to be heckin' huge. Trading resources, trading jewels, Essence, the Earth 2 crypto. So Matt Chuck, yeah, the jewels are appearing, resources are going to appear, Essence is going to appear, marketplace is going to appear. Again, the game is still in the beta phase. We're still, I guess this is the start of phase 2, but it's still not a complete game yet. So it's piece by piece, it's coming together. Earth 2 Invest says, it's day 1, Mr. Fudd. Chris Loro with the thumbs up. The Bauma says, how do I find Chaveztopia? So in the description down below, actually, I could just show you on my phone, I think. Oh, maybe I can't right now. But in the description down below, it'll say Chavez Megacity. And the link down below, you'll be able to go there. Hello, Hilda Muna. Says, thank you, Randy. No problem. Caden Reep says, from Predicts Jewel, yellow is the... Okay, so from Predicts Jewels, yellow is the rarest. That's interesting. And Predicts got like a couple 100,000 tiles. So for hers, yellow is the rarest. Not the yellow, the small sandy one. The sandy one is my second rarest. I have 3, but I have 5. I have 5 yellow. So it's interesting that different people have different ones. Again, it might depend on location, but if Antarctica is producing wood and places like, you know, the middle of the Middle East is producing fresh water, I have zero idea right now what the actual fudge is going on. All logic is out the window. It's a world gone mad. R2 says, R2 Fake News says, bye Randy, stay healthy and see you soon. Yes, I will definitely try to, again, I've had a crazy busy week. I have not worked out, so tomorrow I'm going to run. I'm going to go and do some boxing. It's going to be great. I'm going to be spending a lot of time on here. And Wraithax, that $5 super chat. For anyone that wants to know, Wraithax, who has like 78,000 tiles, mostly class 1, has 20 blue, 19 black, 25 brown, 13 ochre, 25 gray, 18 sandy, and 16 yellow. So his least amount is ochre, and he's got a decent amount of black. Totally trade him when the, what do you call it, marketplace comes out. Connor says, you do not need to visit every single property checking for jewels, so don't worry. Yeah, I'm very, very glad. Connor said, Thomas on Discord says, you do not need to visit every single property checking for jewels, so don't worry. Actually, I have to get back to that. That's what I started with. Oh, was there another one just now? No, there wasn't. So where's the jewels? Okay. The initial spawn jewels will give an indication to their special ability throughout phase 2. However, jewels will not be used to be able... Jewels will soon be able to be destroyed, creating shards, which can then be crafted, merged, and combined to discover new and potentially rare jewels with additional benefits. So hold on to as many jewels as you can claim. So let me break that down real quick. If you're going to be able to destroy the jewels, creating shards, let's say one jewel gives you 5 shards, and that 5 shards you can come. You have, look at a tech tree. Look at a what's that called? Not a Punnett square. Whatever they used to teach in math, like a tree diagram, a Venn, whatever it is, where you have, let's say there's 7 jewels, and of those 7 jewels, you're going to be able to say, okay, combination of 1 to 1, 1 to 2. You have so many different potential combinations. I don't exactly know how to do that. Thank you guys for 15 likes. That does mean the world. I don't know exactly how to do that, where you have, 7 right here. But remember, one of them, one of those 7 jewels, that black one, they are for oil and for coal. So you could be either or. So it probably double combinations for that one, which is absolutely insane. So keep as many as you can. Yeah, my advice, guys, is don't sell. Don't sell any of them, unless it's to me. And oh yeah, if you think if you're like, hey, you know what, this is a way I can make some money, this is a way I can put some extra bread on that table, by all means. But if you're in this for the long haul, listen to me in Wraithax say, like, yeah, hodl for your life. Hodl for dear life. Okay. You can't see the... Sorry. Alright, so when they're crafted and merged, so when they crafted, let's say you have other items. Let's say you have wood. but now you have wood with jewels in it. Like, again, similar to probably Minecraft, merge and combine, discover new and potentially rare jewels. So if, let's say, each jewel has 5 different shards, you could have what's called a Frankenstein jewel, where you could have, oh, 1 shard of this, 1 shard of this, and this. Create a super jewel or something like that, and that might have something completely different. So creativity, opening doors. This is, again, from the announcements this morning, saying creativity is incredibly important for Earth 2, and while we're certainly focused on creating strong foundations, we cannot be so bold as to claim that we should be the only creative minds participating in what Earth 2 will become. I think that just means that, welcome new people. If there's any type of change, if any other type of companies want to come on, we should welcome them. But like I said, I've said creativity is going to be one of the biggest driving factors for making money in this game. Our vision has always been to make Earth 2 a platform that allows user-generated content, and concepts, and ideas to be readily available in addition to the foundations and games we release. Therefore, we're excited to announce that Earth 2 will soon begin creating an official API suite, which we hope will then be followed by an SDK that will allow creativity, ideas, games. So when they come out with a crypto, what is going to be the best thing for that crypto? To have utility. Spend crypto to play that game. How can you earn the crypto? Maybe it's from claiming a lot of jewels, trading in jewels. Again, Essence and crypto have not even been introduced yet. It's just jewels. And what you can do with jewels, it looks like is going to be so many things. This game is so massive. It's going to be great. This is something we have worked hard to build over the past 6 months. We expect many interesting ideas and opportunities to become available for our Earth 2 user and aim to have the initial Earth 2 API suite ready by late 2021. We eagerly welcome community engagement on API requests for the first version. And I'll get to the lastly and basically said ideas and possibilities are limitless, and we cannot wait to see what people create and plug into Earth 2. Let me get back to comments real quick. Hilda Munoz, 1,848 tiles, 7 jewels. Thank you, Randy. No problem. So that's really good. You have you have maybe like 8 to 9% of the amount of tiles that I have, but you have you have about 30% of the amount of jewels that I have, which is great. So congrats to you on that. Stephen Foster says, have about 1,200 tiles, 48 properties, 5 jewels. Nice. So your properties are like every 10 properties is pretty much a jewel, which is nice. Nisa Games says, meow, brother. And it said, scam, we got jewels. 841 properties, 5,300 tiles, 19 jewels, and 8 were all in one country. Nisa Games, 7 were gold enhancements, which is great. So let me see how many properties I have exactly. So I have 189 properties. So figure 189 properties. So only 189 properties, but I have 31 jewels. So what's 189? So every 6 properties is a jewel for me because a lot of them are really big. And again, I have probably 24 properties that are just 1 tile each because they're just 1 tile each because they're for giveaways. So I definitely want to get that ratio down. It should be great. So a lot of my properties are really, really big. Again, 22,414 tiles. So I thought, that's so cool. I've gotten a decent amount in referral codes as well, just I guess because people are buying because now they want to get more jewels, more tiles. So it seems to me that it's just once a day that they go and do that. So I would say pretty much every late afternoon for Eastern Standard Time, go and check. If you're too busy to check multiple times a day like me, then definitely do that. It seems to be late afternoon. So try to check late afternoon or early or like late at night, just because then it seems to be guaranteed that you have some. Again, rate that $5 super chat, preaching to the choir, saying hodl, and if you do so equals money and daddy sodas for everyone. I agree 100%. Justin Bowdoin says, I got a wood gem in the middle of a desert in Chad. Yeah, these things are crazy. The Boma says 1 jewel per 525 tiles. Nice. Kevin Avila says, it reminds me of Minecraft diamonds. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for before. And Nisa Games, all his properties are 50 tiles or less. And Nisa Games he's got 8 jewels and all his properties are 50 tiles or less. So you don't need to go and have these giant properties, like the 750 tile plots like I have. Now, Goldleo 21 says, "Have you got any jewels yet?" 31, baby. Raythax, that $5 super chat saying, at Matt Chug, you have to look at Earth 2 like a high-end Kickstarter. Benefits for those invest early and help the project. Yeah, you get rewarded. If you get in early, you put in a lot of trust. You put in your trust, your money, and time with them, you will get rewarded. Clearly, we have been already. These games have 7 gold jewels from a single island in Guinea. Bissau. Honestly, okay. All right. These games. 7 gold jewels from a single island in Guinea, Bissau, all small properties. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to show you this in real time. Buy land. Search. Guin. Oh, God. What was it? Guinea. And you said Bissau? So hyphen B. Okay. All right. And you said it's a tiny island, right? That's what I'm going to go. Oh, is this it? Okay. Oh my God, there's so many people on there. There's so many people on this island. I don't think I can get... Alright. Okay, Guinea-Bissau, Bafada. Alright. How much are tiles here? 69 cents! 69 cents for a tile! Where is it? Oh God, where is it? Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. I'm gonna buy so... And these are definitely class 2. Okay, how much am I doing? How much am I doing? No, I don't want to learn more about Kiribati City right now. Oh my God. No, I don't want to advertise on Earth 2. Stop it. Okay, all right, here we go. I'm going to get, again, showing you guys in real time, $164, getting 240 tiles. Because I want some gold. I want some more gold, man. Or is it? Or is it? Okay. Buy now. Payment. Pay with account. Balance. I am not a robot. Yes. Processing. Payment complete. Oh, I didn't say it, but yeah, payment is complete. So I did that. Hopefully I'll get some more gold jewels. That'd be great. And again, I got them literally for 69 cents, which is fantastic. And I'm pretty sure they are they're class 2. So I did, again, anything can happen on this channel. Anything at all can happen. Oh God, I did it again. What is happening? What is happening? Oh my God. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. All right, much better. Zana says you have 2, and Raythax, thank you for that $5 super chat saying, anyone get medium-sized jewels yet? Has anyone comment down below if you have, because I have not. I think we all have small, even though size isn't supposed to matter. It doesn't seem to be the max amount of jewels. Grandma Smile says, is there an inventory limit? It doesn't seem so right now. Niza Game says, once I have one of each jewel, I'm going to make a Thanos glove. Do it. Planting Nut says, that's what she said. Preston Ty Anderson says, hello, Ice King. If or when E2 does crypto, how will it affect the tile buyers that do not buy the E2 crypto? I don't know. I think that might be the wrong question. I think the right question would be, how will it affect... How will people that buy the crypto that don't play the game, how will it affect them? Or how will it affect us, the people that buy crypto that don't play in the game? If they're buying the crypto specifically for investment, obviously there's going to be less of that crypto, so the value should go up, which is great for those of us that get in early, but for people that don't know about it, or for people that are coming in, it might be a little harder for the newer people, because they're coming in at this price point where it's so huge, because so many people, let's say, aren't playing the game, are buying it, and new people that want to come in, it might be hard to get the crypto. Again, if they announce that. Niza Game says Predict pulled in well over 200 jewels. Predict is awesome. I love Predict. I was gonna message her today. I just, it's been so crazy. I have been meaning to message her. It's been crazy couple of times. Couple weeks. Wi-Fi Dry says, haha, sorry, but how do you get these jewels? They just appear on your, they just appear when you go to resources, and that's it. You just claim them. It's great. Sonic got 2 jewels. Archimifest says, Randy, Akomi just dropped an hour-long interview with Dan, David, and... No, they didn't! Oh my god, no they didn't. What time is it? It's, oh my god, it's 12:15, so I'm only 10 minutes behind the comments, but apparently Akomi just dropped an... so for those of you that don't know, that I have 20 million of these Omi coins, and Akomi has the Vivi app. Again, it's so cool. If you guys haven't seen it, literally, it's an app. It's called Vivi. You click in it, and it's digital collectibles. I'm going to have to go soon. My phone's almost dying. My phone is dying in the worst way. And I'll just go to collectibles. You can literally get digital collectibles. There's only a certain amount. Like, let's say Superman. Excuse me. Superman only had 8,888 copies of him. And it's the first drop of Superman. And if I do say so myself, he looks heckin' great. And you could put him in AR. I could put him in my room. I'll show you guys real quick. Yeah. Ow. I'll try to put him next to Dashi. So I don't know if you can see Superman next to Dashi there. Superman's obviously a little small. But yeah, you could put him in virtual reality. You can put him in AR. It's really, really cool. It's just something I really like, and I've invested like 40, 50 grand into it so far. So I have to definitely do a video on that tomorrow, maybe a live stream on that. Archivist Lexi says, you realize that these jewels are all RNG, right? There's no depth behind their design. I don't care what the design, I don't care what it looks like. It just, the fact that they have uses in the game, the fact that they're useful for building properties, for getting resources. That's the fact that I thoroughly enjoy. That's the fact that I want. I don't care what they look like. Noah Guitar says they basic. We need a game now. Let them take their time. I'm all about patience. I'm all about delayed gratification. Let them take their time, because you don't, haste makes waste. If you want to rush, you're gonna come out with a subpar product. But I forgot, for my hour-long Patreon member shout out. Get your motor running, head out on the highway, looking for adventure, and whatever comes our way. Yeah, I gotta go make it happen. Sorry, I'm in a Steppenwolf type of mood today. But yeah, so I don't care that they don't have a game right now. That, again, it's slowly but surely coming, so I'm 100% okay with what they're doing right now. Nova Guitar says, how you get an iPad yet? Have an Android? It's not an iPad. It's a Tab S7 Plus from Samsung. I do not have an iPad. I don't have anything Apple. I don't like Apple. Gold Leo 21 says, how do I know what's a good jewel, or do we not know that yet? Well, right now, it depends. Like for me, I have black ones are rare to me, the black jewels. But for Wraithax, ochre are the ones that are rare for him. And for, it's different for different people. So right now we don't know. What I think will become clear is, well, what is the most useful resource that it's good for building buildings. And let's say wood and ore or sand, it's good for building buildings. Let's just say. And that's really rare and really valuable for the first part of the game. So those type of jewels will be used to increase that production. But then, once everything's built, now that we don't need as many of those, now we're going to get to the warring world. We're going to get to weapons. Now you need ore. Now you need gold. Now you need money. So maybe now, at some point, it'll change depending on what phase you're in. If you're in the building phase, one thing will be worth a lot. But now if you're making weapons, if you're selling weapons, if you're a craftsman, you're making weapons specifically to sell to other people. Or if you're making skins, whatever it is, the value will change based on what you do, based on where you are, based on as the game evolves, which is so heckin' cool. I love that. And that also prevents people from creating monopolies. This is always going to be the biggest resource in the game, and I have much of it. It kind of makes it a little fairer for some people. Again, in my opinion. Connor says 11 jewels, 300 properties, only 2,500 tiles. Wow, that's incredible. Good for you, mate. Yeah, that's really incredible. Galileo21 says they own 111 properties made up of 2,892 tiles with 5 jewels, which is fine. We had somebody that had one property, or 30 properties for every 1 jewel. 1 jewel for every 30 properties, but you have, it looks like 1 property for every, or every 20 properties you got a jewel. So it's better than that. And again, you have maybe, let's say, set 7% of my tiles, but you have, you have 1/7 of my tiles, but you have 1/6 of my amount of jewels. So again, it's pretty good. You gotta think of the glass half full. Holimona says my map box isn't working. How to fix it? I don't know how you would. I don't know how the map box isn't working, or I think the map box is just what the game is on. I don't know if. Oh, you mean the tile system isn't working, Hilda? Let me know. Crazy Dan 420 says 1 blue, 5 black, 8 brown, 1 ochre, 1 gray, 1 sandy, and 3 yellow. I think they're given out randomly. Yeah, that's interesting. Also, that's also interesting as random. Which again, it might not be. I just don't think we have enough data to be able to go into it right now. Croner says Omi's going up. Yeah, I was responsible for like 2 big candles the other day when I bought like $20,000 worth. Let's see what Omi's at now. I'll just check for you guys real quick. And oh wow, it's 0.0028. So again, real quick on Omi. 24. Yeah, it's up almost 20% in 24 hours. Again, a lot of that because of me, because I made that that giant purchase. I don't know why this is not. But outside of that, if you look at 7 days, it's up 32, almost 33% in the last 7 days. But if you go to the last 30 days, it's up less than 3%, which again is good because a month at 3%, you're looking at about 36% per year, which is fantastic. But if you go with the last 3 months, it's actually down 69%. So everyone comment nice down below for it being down 69% in 3 months. And that's about when I got in. I started getting in around 0.007, 0.008. It had at one time gone down to 0.00125. So it was at like a penny. It literally lost like almost 90% of what it had. And I didn't care. I'm not freaking out. No, you still buy. Because that's what, if you have something that's attached to a good product, that's when you hold on to it. That's when you buy more. That's when you dollar cost average. Again, just my opinion, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. If you have something that's attached to a good product and it just happens to be a correction, the whole market's taking a poop, which it did. Yeah, I don't care at all. And I like the fact that they focused on the app first and on the product before they focused on the coin. So that's why I love Omi. That's why I love VV. I love that. I love that company. North American Hemp, what's going on? It says happy evening, all good times, good times, good times. Grandmaster Mawa says, how do you feel, or how do you tell when your jewels came from by country? I'll show you right now. What you have to do is you have to go on the obviously. Oh, notifications. I got a notification. I don't know what it's about. Oh, it's just the fact that I got Bafata for 164. Now, you just go to resources, and then when you see the jewels on there, all you have to do is literally just hold it. And as you hold it, that's where it'll say it's from. This one was from Ponta Aria in Brazil. So after you hold it, that's where it'll say. Now I have, hold on. Yeah, all right, I saw 31. I thought I had an extra. Disregard. Vittori Jean Pascal messaged me on Instagram. Let's see what they have to say. Jewel time, Wraithax 17, me, only 3 for now. Predict 470. Oh my god, Predict's got so much. That's intense. So I guess Vittori Jean Pascal and Wraithax, they like to talk in real life. That is so cool. Oh, Vittori Jean Pascal, I'm not following you? Okay, I'm gonna follow you now. Moving on. Matt G says nice. What country? It's from a lot of countries that I have. Wi-Fi Dry says, I got 3 jewels. Get it, Wi-Fi Dry, get it. Star Helix, what's going on? How you doing? Says, hell yeah, made it to another stream. You did. We've been going for an hour, and we'll be going as long as y'all want to keep me going. I have 49% battery on my tablet. I only have 19% on my phone, so I'm going to put my phone down. How much was the Superman NFT? So the Superman NFT was like $80, I think, to start, and I got it for like $115 because they were all sold out. So I got it on the marketplace at $115, and now, again, if you want to make some quick money, buy their NFTs on the drop for VV, because as soon as they drop, they get sold out. and the price just keeps getting raised. So I'll go to the. Well, let me go to the marketplace, and the marketplace. I'll just browse Superman, and oh my god! All right, so I have the filter on, sorting the price from low to high, except, and the minimum price. Let me see for Superman. Again, from low to high, if you can tell, is 290. So it started at 80, literally like 2 weeks ago. That what everyone could buy it at. After the, but when they drop again, 8,888 NFTs of just Superman, which again is pretty low, was dropped. It sold out in like 3 seconds, and not only that, but it literally tripled inside of 2 weeks. So you can got it for 80, like what they say for. Oh no, I'm sorry. The appraisal. If you click on Superman, the appraisal was 50 gems. So it was only $50 for Superman. So this is 5x. It's $10 away from having 6x in the last couple of weeks. And the cheapest that you can get it at is $290, and that's almost for the highest serial number at 8,740. So it's almost the highest serial number, and a lot of them you can't even, like, if we go, let's say if we do the filter from price high or not, or from edition low to high. So if we put the edition as low to high and we click accept, the lowest is number 42 is listed at $49,000. Obviously, you could list it at whatever you want. Doesn't mean people are going to pay that. Let me see what 69 is. Number 69 is listed at 14,900. I think on average for lower things like this, people will pay a couple grand, because there's only one of it. And once you have this, it's a complete set because there was only one. Like for a lot of Batman NFTs, Batman will drop, like Robin will drop, the Joker will drop, whatever. But for, so you have to get a lot of them to complete the set. But for Superman, only collect one, and that's a whole set, which is great. So with this type of thing, I'm pretty sure people have paid a couple of $1,000s for one of them, just because it's the lower the serial number, the rarer it is. That's just the way it works. It's like first edition cards for Pokemon. First edition, a lot rarer than the uncommon or the or a lot rarer than the shadowless, and it's a lot rarer than the it's a lot more sought after than the uncommon or the unlimited amounts. So again, that's why I'm also so very, very bullish on Omi, because Omi's attached to Vivi. People literally paid $50 for this, and the minimum you can get it at right now, the minimum price low to high, is 290 gems. So it almost 6x'd inside of like 2 weeks, which is just insane. Yeah, so minimum if you want one, $290 for a super high serial number. Sarhila says, I went all in on Omi recently. I think I missed the bus with Earth 2. Well, I mean, again, Earth 2 is still early. Like, the crypto hasn't come out yet. Essence hasn't come out yet. We can't get resources yet. I think it's still very early, but no, you didn't get in November or December like I did, but it's still early compared to people that might not play the game for a year or two from now. Just my opinion. But yeah, going all in on Omi is not a bad idea. I like to diversify. Bitcoin, Omi, Earth 2. Doug E. Fresh says, I will need diapers if Omi announces Pokemon collectibles. They will at some point. We don't know when, but I don't know. I don't know that they have Pokemon. I don't know that they have Disney or Star Wars. But I didn't know that they had Marvel. But I knew. And when they announced Marvel, told you so! And in the same way that I knew that they had Marvel because the evidence pointed that way, I know that they have Star Wars, Disney, Pokemon because the evidence points that way. I could be wrong. I don't have inside information. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. That just seems the way it seems. Crazy Dan, you have 6.5 million Omi. Congrats, Dan. Congrats. So Dougie Fresh, the 12 out of 10 announcement that they did announce was Marvel. But yeah, and Marvel chose them, which is absolutely insane. But the fact that they've had, what do you call it? That they're going to announce Pokemon, Star Wars, and Disney at some point, I think that'll be later this year, early next year. They're not going to do it soon. Unless that's what they're going to announce at San Diego Comic-Con. Press, can you move the price of Omi with your huge purchase? Please don't sell. I did move the price of Omi with my purchase, and I'm not going to sell. If anything, I'm just going to buy more. But again, I really need to save some for Earth 2, so I don't want to buy that much more. I will buy more, but not that much. It did go up a lot in the past couple of days, the past week, a month or so. So I am hoping for a pullback, hoping it goes down to below 0.0020 again. Hope it goes down below that. I don't think it will. I think they're really getting it. People are starting to figure out what it is, and they're buying. So I think the floor is going to be that 0.002. At least, probably 0.0023 is going to be the floor. That's going to be the new support line. Just my opinion. But I won't sell. Zana says nice. Alex says explain the thumbnail. I'm late. Oh, all right, Alex, no problem. So the thumbnail, Alex, is when you go. Let me get out of the VV here. Let me get out of my calculator. Let me get out of everything else. Is when you're on, let's say you're on your profile for Earth 2, right? And on your profile, you click that top thing, you go under the profile, it says resources. And in the resources, we have jewels! We have jewels! We have gems. It's great. I love it. And right now I have 31 and can't wait for tomorrow well, it is tomorrow now. It's Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. Where we get more every day. Synox says, are you going to buy more Omi, Randy? Yeah, I'll probably buy more. Again, I have 3 Bitcoin. So I have 100 grand Bitcoin. I have right now 20 million Omi. So, maybe about $40,000. So I have only 40% of Omi of what I have in Bitcoin. And I only have like 13 grand put into Earth 2, give or take. Excuse me. So yeah, I need to catch up. But I still have about 200 grand worth of Pokemon cards. I still have 200 grand worth of Pokemon cards that I could sell if I wanted to. Which I might not. I don't know. Grandmaster Mahal says, the only financial advice I listen to is not financial advice. Thanks, Grandmaster Mahal. Continuing on, saying, do the jewels say the date they were collected? Oh, you might have a premium for the first. That's a good point. That is a good. I don't think they do, but yes, they do. The jewels do have a date, so keep the first day's jewels. I predict that these are going to be worth a lot more in the future because of the date that they have, where it says under right next to discovered under it says Friday, 2 July 2021. So again, I believe that's something that is going to be worth a lot in the future just because of the date. Like, oh, that's a jewel that was from the first day. Save all of them. Save every single one of them. Guys, people are nostalgic, but save every single one of those jewels you got the first day. That is the biggest Patreon type of information I can give you, is to save every single one of those jewels. Grandmaster Mawao, you're a genius. You hear that? A genius. So the jewels are everywhere. They're random. They are just randomly given out. And you don't have to go to your properties. You just go to resources. Underneath your profile, there's a place that says resources. Go there, and you will be able to go and claim those jewels at those resources spot. Can we get me one more like so I can get 20 likes? That'd be really fantastic. That'd be great. Hilda Munaz says, yeah, I can't see my tiles nor buy any tiles. Hilda Munaz, try going to that thing again and see if you can log in. Yay, 22 likes. Thanks, guys. Yeah, definitely see if you can log in. If you can log in, try to redo that again. Hang on one second here. Let me go and... All right, I have 25 likes now. Y'all are my best. Y'all are the bays. I love you all so much. Dougie Fresh says, how confident are you about the VV having Pokemon? They would need a Nintendo license, right? Pokemon Company is different from, although they work together with Game Freak and they work together with Nintendo Company. I think Nintendo's the parent company. They don't necessarily need to have, like, VV had, what do you call it? Ultraman. Didn't necessarily mean that they had Marvel, even though Marvel works with Ultraman. They didn't necessarily need to have that, but I'm just sure that they do. I'm not uncertain. That's the best. Like $40,000 worth minimum uncertain, and I'm going to put in more. That's how certain I am. Alex says yes, getting fit for cosplay. I'm trying, Alex. I'm trying. This past week I haven't at all, so I need to. I can't get big anymore because my shoulders are shot. So I'm just gonna. Well, I can't lift. So I'm just going to lean, I'm going to run, I had Taco Bell, so this is not the best. But guys, I was so busy today. I gave myself a half hour to get home, get food, get everything done before I started live streaming. So yeah, it was a big it's a crazy day. It's been a crazy week. Like it was insane. Alex says thanks, Randy. No problem, Alex. Nicholas Pigo says I have none. Aw, well you have none so far. You have none yet. Alex says, now that Bitcoin is down, will you go all in hard? I already have 3 Bitcoin now. So let me see how much Bitcoin is right now. I'll give you my analysis real quick on what I would give to myself. Bitcoin now is, all right. I bought it, I think Wednesday. I bought it like 33, 34, give or take. And now it's down to 33.5. I'm not really salty about that. I don't know or care what Bitcoin does in the short term. It can go down $20,000. I don't care. I'll buy more. But I know exactly what it's going to do in the long term. In the long term, it's going to be a lot. In the long term, I think goes to over 100 grand by the end of the year. I believe it goes to over $1 million before the end of 2030. For the end of the decade, I predict that this reaches $1 million, by the end of 2030, per Bitcoin. And why I think that is because we have a lot of countries that are going to accept it as legal tender. We have a lot of countries that are going to be able to say, hey, well, yeah, we're accepting this, we're using this. And there's an estimated like 2 or 3 million Bitcoin that's been destroyed already. That's just lost forever. Not that it was burned or anything. It's just that people had it in, their hard drives in their computers, whatever. It's gone. Lost the keys. They don't know where it is. So the fact that you have these different types of, all these catalysts of the fact that you have mass adoption coming, you have these ETFs that I think are going to be approved. You have Cathie Wood, the best investor of our age, of our time. I love her. Going out and saying like, yeah, we're going to apply for our own Bitcoin ETF. They are never wrong. Cathie Wood is never wrong. Cathie Wood of ARK Invest is never wrong. I like to model myself after her. The brown male Cathie Wood is what I would like to be. I haven't been wrong the last 4 years. Ever since I got out of the military, I have not been wrong on investing. She has not been wrong since I've been following her. So, yeah, if you want to get a look into partially of how I think, look at a lot of Cathie Wood's videos. Look at a lot of Cathie Wood's interviews, a lot of Cathie Wood's... Cathie Wood on Tesla. People were making fun of me and Cathie Wood saying, like, you guys are crazy. You're buying this, but like, we're not. We're not. People said again, pat on the back here. People said that I was absolutely insane for, giving money to business owners at 500 credit. They thought I was insane to quit school for that high-risk lending business where I was going to take all the money I had. I was going to lose what little money I had. And then when I was taking some of my profits and buying Pokemon cards, they're like, you make a little bit of money and you're buying children's plastic, buying children's cardboard? Yes, I am. Thought I was crazy for that too. You have a little bit of money, the stock market's going down. You're going to buy in when the stock market's going down? Yes, I am. And you're buying Tesla? The dude's insane. Elon Musk is bipolar. The competition is coming. You know what? You told me not to go into high-risk lending. You told me not to invest in Pokemon cards. And now you're going to tell me not to invest in Tesla? The fudge out of here. Invested in Tesla. Oh, what? Chavez, you're spending $80,000 on this one Pokemon card? You're insane. Even people in the Pokemon community said that was too much money. Well, guess what? I sold it for more than triple of what it was worth this week. So, suck it. I am not wrong. I have not been wrong in a long... I'm not wrong on Bitcoin. I'm not wrong on OMI. I'm not wrong on Earth 2. I'm literally betting my retirement on that. So I'm letting you guys know exactly what I'm doing. I don't want to say don't do what I did, because if you do what I did, there's a decent chance that you actually lose. When I said I went all in, I put all of my money into all of those investments. Like, if they would have failed, I would have had nothing, start over from scratch. I doing the same thing again, sold my Tesla for Bitcoin and OMI, sold that Pokemon card for Bitcoin, OMI, and Earth 2. And I have a bunch of other Pokemon cards I got in that trade, so I can, a lot of crazy stuff going down. Kurioka says, what are some of the production jewels you've picked up, real quick? I got wood, ore, and gold. I have all of them. There's only 7 of them, but I have all of them. And with Chavez, why are there only 7 jewels and 8 resources? Well, the black ones, they can help produce either coal or oil. So they're a dual one, which is why I think it's going to be the best. Why I think it's going to be the most utility for it. Fredericks, what's going on? Karaoke says, I couldn't see the colors when you showed your phone just then. The colors are hard to see. It's blue. There's black. There's brown. There's ochre. There is gray. There is sandy, and there's yellow. Sandy and yellow look very, very similar. Very, very similar. Let's see what we got here. Synox says, you're definitely my financial advisor. Synox just messaged me on Instagram also, saying, Inception, watching you through YouTube stream. Synox, how's it going? I actually, again, in that high-risk lending, I was a financial advisor to my clients, telling them what to do and what not to do, and everyone that listened made money. Grandmaster Wawa says, get Panda Express instead of Taco Bell. There's no Panda Express near me. When I went to Colorado this week, I had Del Taco for the first time. 9 out of 10 would recommend. Also, thank you guys for 30 likes. That does mean the world for me. Alex says, what do you think about the new tax on crypto transactions Biden's put? Oh, God. I hate any new taxes. I don't believe the government has our best interests at heart. I think they're all just money hungry, power hungry, and they just say whatever they need to say in order to get reelected, and no change ever really happens from one administration to the next. There are minute differences, but foreign policy definitely doesn't change. After Bush got out of, after Bush got us into Iraq and Afghanistan and everywhere, Democrats were given control of Congress in 2006 to end the war. Didn't happen. Obama got elected, had the House, had the Senate, and presidency. Did not choose to end the war. He more than quadrupled the amount of contractors in Iraq and Afghanistan. Foreign policy does not change from one administration to the next, regardless of whether it's Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden. It does not change. The only thing that changes is the amount of money that goes to the military. It's a lot easier to serve under a Republican than it is under a Democrat. Only other thing I'm going to say. But again, foreign policy doesn't change. Just the money that goes into it does. I don't like any new taxes. I don't like any new laws. Less government, the better. North American Ham says, I lost 15 Bitcoin on a paper wallet back in the day. In 2013. Wasn't much then, but I think of it every once in a while. Oh, God, North American Hemp. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You're here now, and we're making sound investment decisions now. We're going to make up for that. Going to make up for it. Alex says you can only choose one. Cold storage, Trezor, etc., or interest account, like BlockFi. I don't, right now, I don't need the interest. Maybe at some point I will like to get, maybe at some point I'll sell some OMI and I'll get some PancakeSwap, and I'll get like 70% interest on my money with PancakeSwap. Via staking. That'd be really cool. Grandmaster Mo says, follow Nancy Pelosi for stocks. Not a bad idea. Not because Nancy Pelosi's smart. It's because that she has insider information from Congress, and she'll tell her husband, hey, Biden's about to pass this, put some long options on Tesla. And her husband does this. Nancy Pelosi should probably be in jail just for that alone, not even including anything else. But yeah, if you want, follow what Nancy Pelosi's husband's doing, not a bad idea. Just because she has insider information on what the government's going to do. Synox says, I wish I had 20 million OMI. That's unreal. Congrats. It's going to be so rich. Yeah, I do want 34 million because, I want to have 34 million because when it reaches $3, by about 2030, I believe, when there's $3 per OMI, again, by 2030, end of 2030, I predict that's $100 million. If I have 34 million OMI. And I have 20 now, so when it reaches $1, when it reaches 50 cents, I'll be Decamillionaire. When it reaches $1, when it reaches $1, I'll have 20 million. When it's 50 cents, I'll have 10 million. And again, why I'm not doing that. I could get a big house if I wanted to. Why am I still in this grandma's basement? Because I need to save everything that I can, because I want to go and buy. My goal is to be the brown Steve Irwin. When Steve Irwin had died, he had donated about $10 million to conservation efforts. I want to do more than that. I want, like, that's a worthy goal, to donate more, to buy more wilderness areas than Steve Irwin did in his lifetime. I want to be able to go to that family and be like, hey, your husband inspired me to do all this. This trust that I made, this whole wilderness conservation thing, that was all mostly because of your husband. Now, back in the day, I used to watch like Jack Hanna's Animal Adventures, San Diego, a bunch of different things that got me into animals, but a lot of it was really from Steve Irwin. I want to be able to go and say, like, hey, do you need anything? I have some money now. Let's go help save the world together. Go to Best Friends Animal Society. Go to the CEO. Like, hey, I have some money now. What can we do to help animals? That's pretty much what I want to do. Kuroga says thank you for that. Kuroga says you were in Colorado. No way. I was in Denver. I flew into Denver International. I took a Uber ride to some credit union, Westminster, I think. And then I had to, because after I got the cash, which was the wire and some credit card payments, I had about $173,000 worth of Pokemon cards that I had to carry around with me, and I didn't want to walk around with that. So I went to a Chili's, and I sat in a Chili's for 6 hours, drinking, eating sliders. It was good. My friend Brian got off work. He's an old military buddy of mine. And we got Del Taco. We watched the Loki series in episode 4, which was great. Loki's so good. I love that show. Love everything that Marvel does. All right, time for my 90-minute Patreon member shout-out. An hour and a half. Congrats to all that have made it here with me so far this last hour and a half. You guys are great. Thank you all for the super chats. We're going as long as you guys have questions. As long as, everything's so super appreciated. And the last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. I started stuttering, guess what I'm thinking about? Felt like I couldn't breathe. You said, what's wrong with me? Something, it's just being Miley. And next time I freak out, I will redeem myself. Sorry guys, I like Miley Cyrus. Bill Scott says, new tax? I don't know. Honestly, I'm just against all taxes from the start. Devin Elliott says, where can you buy Omi? So what I do is I have to, I don't know if it's me being in New York. Maybe it's going to be easier now that I have a tablet. But I can't do it on my phone. Bit4x forces me out. Never mind. I'll go on Bit4x app on my phone and it'll force close. So I don't like that. What I do, I give Bitcoin to Aria Realty, and Aria Realty goes and buys Omi for me and then sends it to my Trust wallet. So that is that's what me and Aria Realty do. We do that, and I give him $10 per transaction because it takes some time to do, and he makes a little bit of money on that. But that's why I do it. Bit4x seems to be the best for that. The Iron Kiwi, I haven't seen you in a long time. What's up, Iron Kiwi? He says, Omi going up as we speak. Let's see what it is right now. Nope, I don't need to go to my Sprint. I need to go to here. Right here. I need to go to coinranking.com, and let me refresh the page. I only have 16% battery here on my Telefono, and it is up to 0.00279. So what is, let's say, 20 million divided by 0.00279? No, I have to multiply it. Sorry, I have 0.00279. Oh, I got about $55,000 in Omi. Let's get this bread. Iron Cube says, exciting to see Omi go, but yeah, man, I feel you on the wanting it to drop. Yeah, I needed to drop a lot more. Karioka says, man, next time you're in Colorado, hit me up on Discord or something. I'd love to meet you someday, even if it's just a coffee or something. I love to say thanks in person for you. Oh, I love you guys. Hugs for everyone. Bro, hugs for everyone. Let me give you guys my Discord in case you don't have it. And just, I don't check it too often. The heck? Where am I? It is The Real Randy Chavez, #1864. So, I just farted. That is what it is. If anyone wants to add me, go add me. So hopefully that works for you guys. Actually, I'm going to read a little bit more exactly what they said in the announcements, saying, lastly, we are close to finalizing an acquisition that will not only assist in the technical requirements and progress toward Phase 3, but allow us to create the first official example of a PvP game linked into the Earth 2 platform. I think that is drone. Nathaniel or Wolfgang worked on that. I think it's Drone. That's their acquisition. Said this particular game may be some months away, but we are super excited to be working on such a release. We plan to showcase this as a pioneering project that will help us realize and create foundations for the initial API and SDK plans. I'm sorry, my throat is really hurting. Next steps. For now, we're focused on ensuring our new React framework operates effectively and fixing any issues that are presented from the upgrade. The development will focus heavily on Phase 2, feature releasing moving forward. Hollow buildings are coming, as is Essence, and maybe Ethereum. That would be great if they would actually be on the Ethereum blockchain. And I know what you're saying now. Well, doesn't Ethereum have like insane gas fees? It does. But when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, those gas fees drop to zero. Ethereum 2.0 is going to be one of the greatest things. If you want to buy Ethereum, not a bad idea. Go. You have my blessing. Why? Because it's going to go up a lot. And why you do that is because, again, that blockchain, Vivi, their Omi coin, is switching from GoChain onto Immutable X on the Ethereum blockchain. So it would be really great if they did incorporate Ethereum. Being on that type of blockchain would be great for the game, would be great for the crypto. The Iron Kiwi says 8 million views. Who has 8 million views? Who has 8 million views? I wish I had 8 million. I passed 3,000 subscribers like a week or two ago, and actually even now, let's see what I got now. I have like 3,040. Yeah, I let me show you guys the analytics here real quick. Views, subscribers. There was actually a couple days where I lost subscribers this month, but I've been getting a few the last few days. Last few days I got that's my subscribers. That's every time it goes up, every time it goes down. You know, I do get on average, you know, a little bit more each week. And I'll give you guys exactly. I'll show you guys everything. Well, like the views. Let's say the last 90 days for views. I guess I was a little more active in April than I was in, you know, May or June, because this is what it was like since April all the way through July. So either I was a little more active or my things just got a little more views, whatever it was. I think I did a lot in April just really because I just retired in February, so I was still pretty fresh and new to it. So I'm just giving you guys a little info, some analytics there. Kuroka says Akatsuki Supply -Rini. Is that your Discord name? Oh yeah, that is 9382. The Iron Kiwi says, thanks, we'll add you now. No problem, guys. Synox says Omi needs to go down just a bit before I buy more. I hope Omi gets cut in half. I mean, that'd be, yeah, I hope it gets down to like 13.5. 13.5, yeah, 0.00135 would be pretty great. I'd buy a little bit more there. That'd be pretty fantastic. The Iron Kiwi says, I think as Earth 2 and Omi become more mainstream, you'll get tons. Yeah, I think so too. And the main goal of this channel, I mean, the goal of this channel when I started, it was just to talk about Pokemon sales data. That was it. Then I started incorporating Tesla, and I started doing like podcast type of things. And then, you know, I grinded for a few months, got a couple hundred subscribers, and then Earth 2 came out. I had like 232 subscribers in December, and then I got partnered literally a month later. So it was great. And I've seen people like this guy named Dan Lee, who talks about Omi. He got partnered in like 2 or 3 months because he just has good quality video editing. He's funny. He's really smart also. And Taps Trades, I don't know when he started, but he has like 8,000 subscribers. Got a lot really quickly. But again, they'll grow as time goes on. And Taps Trades is definitely more technical. Thank you guys for 30 likes. That does mean the world. Taps Trades is a lot more technical because he is an actual crypto trader. That's what he does for a living. I never traded crypto for a living. I just use my risk and data analysis skills, which are off the heckin' charts, and you know that's I choose what to invest in with that. But I think people will go to me just because I tell everyone everything I'm doing, exactly how much money I have, exactly what I'm doing with my money, you know, how it grows, how I feel about it when it goes down. And I think they might look to me because like, oh God, it's going down. Investment went down 30%. What do I do? What's Randy Chavez saying? And when they see me, it's like, it's okay. This happens. You know, corrections in the market happen all the time. Sometimes it happens for a couple weeks, a couple months. Sometimes it happens for a couple years. But as long as you think long term, like, okay, what happened when you were, let's say you had a wisdom teeth surgery and maybe your jaws were messed up for a couple months. How often do you think about that now? I don't that often. Um, it's small, drop in the bucket in the grand scheme of things. If you plan to be alive for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 more years, a lot in my analytics, I'll show you guys in YouTube, a lot of people are between the age of 25 and 35. So I have a couple of 18 to 24-year-olds, but for the most part, they're between that 25 and 35, 25 and 45. That's pretty much where they're between. So people that are around my age, late 20s, early 30s, you have a long time to live. We're very, very young. And if you look at like Gary Vee, who's in his 40s, he's like, yeah, I feel like I'm 16 still. He feels like he's got so much energy. And a lot of times I feel like I'm 16. Like I went today, I got an iPad. I also got, I'll show you guys real quick. Where is it? Oh, so first off, I got Fire Emblem. This one, 3 houses. But I also got, because it's Earth 2 related, I got a Quest 2. Yeah, so I got that again. A lot of what this happened today happens to be a lot of Patreon members, a lot of super chats, just a lot of what I get as YouTube ad revenue during the year. So again, I do have to thank you guys for that. That's why I'm going hour and a half, 2 hours tonight, at midnight for you guys. And because of Earth 2 is going to be virtual reality, I need a virtual reality setup. Yeah, so these type of things that, if I can be a little X-rated right now, me and my friends, we looked up VR prawn. It is up in your face. It is crazy. Again, 18 years and above, I hope I'm speaking to you right now. Yeah, it's really crazy. I can't wait to show my girlfriend. This is going to be great. Omi Homie Mike Jack says, let's get this bread, Randy. Let's get this. Let's go crazy, folks. I'm so happy that I don't need to buy more Omi if I don't want to. But I kind of want to, just because even if it doubles or triples and it gets to let's say it gets to 0.6 of 1 penny or 8, it's still cheap in my opinion. Even at a penny, I think it'll 100x within the next 5 years by the end of 2026. That's insane. That's literally insane. So yeah. Iron Kiwi says, oh man, VR is epic. You're going to love it. I do. I love it already. So again, also, I have an advantage over a lot of other YouTubers because I'm retired and I can spend 2 hours live streaming, at night and in the middle of the night because I don't have to get up in the morning. It could be a Tuesday night, and people that say that are unemployment because of the pandemic or whatever, or maybe you're in school, like Linux is in school, maybe have like the day off or whatever the next day. You can go and say like, oh yeah, I'm going to watch Randy Chavez because you're a night owl and you're up until 4 a.m. anyway. Or people, I think Alex gets up at like the crack of dawn at like 6 a.m. and he wakes up to me live streaming, which is really cool. It's really fun to be able to talk to everyone. So I might not live stream in the morning just because I've been here for a while. And yeah, I can't wait to go and really get a lot more data on this and saying, okay, this is exactly what you can do with Jules. This is what we've seen so far. And I can't wait to be the person that people go to for information. I can't wait to have a broad base saying like, oh, well, this guy, yeah, it's different if you have like, $20 million and you're investing, 40, 50 grand in something. But this is literally all I have. I don't have millions of dollars. I don't even know if I have $500,000. I might, yeah, I think I have more than $500,000 now. But it's not, and again, I am living in like a grandma basement house, like a basement apartment. Why? Because I want to be that like an Adam Sandler, like the guy that's got a lot of money but he wears shorts and t-shirts, because I don't want it to change who I am. And I think that would really resonate with people. Be like, yeah, this guy's cool. He doesn't even have a house. Just has an apartment. That's not clean. Oh. Moving on. So Sinai says, do you get a weekly wage? YouTube, what they pay, what I got in June, they'll pay me the end of July. So that'll what happen is, but YouTube doesn't pay me weekly. What I get paid in June between, the ad revenue and super chats, they'll pay me at the end of July. And then Patreon's a whole other thing, that they pay me separately. Homie, my Jack. I hope the price goes back down. Yeah, same. I just put 20,000 into it like 2 days ago. I hope it gets cut in half so I can buy more. Hope it gets cut into third. It'd be great if it goes down below 0.001. Cynog says, or just live off your savings. Yeah, I pretty much just live off the savings. And the revenue I do get is from YouTube. Every once in a while, we'll take a private investigating gig, but that for the most part, that's really just charity work because a lot of my clients just don't have money. I was like, oh. Although that being said, I do get a weekly payment from my first business, the Chavez Trading Company, and I get that because when I retired, I wasn't done collecting all my aging receivables. All the money that I give out to people, I didn't get paid on that. Actually, I'll show you guys real quick. I'll show you guys exactly the breakdown of it. So the disbursement that I'm getting this week is for 7/2, right? Yeah. So I get paid weekly, and a lot of these people, because of the pandemic, if they're highlighted in yellow, that means they're slow paying. They are slow paying, not a good amount. So I will give you one second here. The white is good. Yellow is not good. Give me 1 second here. So if you look at the yellow takes almost half of it. They're slow paying. A lot of them have been slow paying since before the pandemic, or since the pandemic. But the white, and these are all I get paid back weekly on. So all of these guys that this I get weekly. So $22 from 4F Transportation, $75 from All Under One Roof. So some of these guys, they're not much a week, but some of these guys like Rob Jad is $283 a week. So I get about this week I'm getting about $2,000 from that. So I do get that, but that every time I've been getting that, it's been buying more OMI, it's been buying more Bitcoin, it's been buying more Tiles and Earth 2. So I haven't really gone and used that for a living. So yeah, usually, again, rent I just had to pay today because I wasn't here the last few days. So rent is like $1,400 a month, which is kind of rough because it's literally a 1-bedroom apartment. And if you're in like Arkansas, or if you're in like Nebraska or Ohio, it's not going to be that much. But because I'm in New York on Long Island, yeah, $1,400. But that's why I'm moving to Florida, because I don't want to pay this much. Iron Kiwi says VR is epic. I'm gonna love it. I can't wait. I hope the price goes back down. Yeah, just live all I'm saying. Junior Sanchez, what's going on? What's up, Randy? I'm late, but I'm here. Been going for an hour 47. I'm gonna have to stop soon because my voice is dying. Yeah. Also, guys, I don't have an air conditioner. I have one fan in here and one fan in my room, because I don't need it. I think that in an attempt to keep myself humble, I don't have an air conditioner just because. Okay, I want to continuously also feel like most of the rest of the world that doesn't have it. Like to feel that most of the rest of the world that just is, in their. Also, I don't have a bed either. I literally sleep on a mattress. It's just a way of trying to like, okay, I'm not better than anyone. I just, when I move in with a girlfriend, I'm not going to tell her just have her sleep on a mattress. Like, yeah, we'll share the bed. I love going to her place. She has a bed. It's very, very nice. Irfan Mirza says, how many OMI coins have been burned so far? Where do I get the data? So there's a couple of places. There is one dude on Twitter, and if you want to know exactly how much OMI we burn each day, go on Twitter and search for OMI Daily Burn, and OMI Daily Burn for yesterday, for the July 2nd, was 62,441,000. So that's how much we burn. I don't know who that dude is. But that's how much we burn. But if you want to go to see how much we burned overall, go to token.viv.me. So token.viv.me, and then it'll show you the burn wallet balance. We have burned over, where is it? I know I can't show you, but it says 7.1 million. There it is. 7.1 million. Oh, I'm sorry. 7.1 billion OMI have been burned so far, which is really, really awesome. So that's where you can go. Omi Homie Mike Jack says, "Did you ever collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards? If so, what's your favorite card?" I never did. Dark Magician was cool. What was it? Blue Eyes White Dragon was cool, but I think there's one called like Enchanted Javelin. It's one of those cards where it doesn't matter if you have monsters on the field, you just throw it and it attacks the other person's life points directly. It is so good. I love that card. I love that card so much. So OP though, so broken. Um, Grandmaster Wawa says, "I'm in Colorado at the moment, approaching Grand Junction from Denver." Oh, very cool. Yeah, I was in Denver for a little while, for literally a day. I was in there for literally less than 24 hours. I liked it. Evil Honk says 48.5 Celsius. That is hot. 48.5 Celsius. Is that a record temperature? Hang on one second. Let me do Celsius to Fahrenheit. What did you say? 48.5? Okay, all right, that's not bad. 119. And why I say it's not bad is because when I was in Kuwait, it was like 120 degrees plus every single day. It actually reached 130 one day, which is heckin' ridiculous. Six Pack Up says, "We're on Long Island. Do you?" Yeah, yeah, I'm on Long Island. Six Pack Lopez, we're on Long Island. I'm in Massapequa. Where you at? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Yeah, Six Pack Lopez. Let me know where you are. I'm in Massapequa, so let me know. Unir Sanchez says, "You'll need AC here in Florida." Man, it's so hot. Yeah, when I go there, definitely central air, definitely a lot of AC when I go there. Karioka says, Grandmaster Wawa, best state ever. Am I right? Native since 97. Good for you, Karioka. Karioka says, I'm Springs area, but Denver often just cause. That's cool. Evil Home, yeah, 120. 120's hot. Kiwi says it's so hot here. 122. Yeah, it's hot. Whole town just burned up. I'm sure you guys heard about it on CNN down in the States. I'm in Canada. I don't have a TV. So outside of not having an air conditioner or a bed, I also don't have a TV. Why? Because I think the news oh God, my hip. Because I think the news lies to you. I think the news goes and mother flapper, that hurt. Oh, my toe. Oh my God. Oh, I'm dying. All right. Yeah, I think the news lies to you. I think that it's not good. I think they just try to pit one. I think like for the most part, like I'm not really like a Republican or a Democrat. I'm more like independent, a little libertarian. But there was this guy that I ran into at the airport. Quiznos has a milkshake and it was attached to a bar, so I put Bailey's in the milk. It was so good. Anyway, this guy at the bar is like, "Yeah, no, I'm a staunch, liberal Democrat," and he was going on. I was like, "Listen, we can, we have things in common. We have investments. We both live in New York. Like, we don't really have to talk about politics." But it's almost like his whole person was identifying that he was like a liberal Democrat, which I like the middle left. Going too far left or right is really bad. But I just feel like a lot of the news and everyone, they try to make everything all tribal. People get like, no, you don't need that. People can get along just fine, not really talking about politics. Not that I think they shouldn't be talked about at some point, but yeah. But yeah, I don't have a TV, so I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to. Grandmaster Wallace says 100 degrees Fahrenheit in DC a few days ago, made worse by humidity. Big oof. Cynox says, I'm going to have to thank you in person big time in the future for motivating me to continue to buy the Omi dip. I put in 20K at the all-time high and only got 2 million, but now I got 8.5 million because of you. Thanks, brother. Yeah, no problem. And again, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. It's not like I'm, this poor kid. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll definitely buy this. Where I just don't have any money. Putting my money where my mouth is. Actually, Aria Realty has not sent me the last $20,000 of Omi that of Bitcoin that I sent him and the Omi that I got. He sent the rest, so it's like 13.9 million that I have plus an extra so I might even have close to 21 million. But I definitely have 20 million. So I'll show you guys on the Trust Wallet now. It should only say like 13 something. Let me do a check real quick. But I'll show you as soon as he sends it to me. I guess he sent me a test because now I have 15 million. So he might have sent me just a test. Let's see where I got here. Yeah. So this one, it says 15 million. I do have 20. It's just, he might be just sending it to me in bits just to make sure it's safe. Hold on. Iron Kiwi said, I've been delivering fire relief supplies in my 5-ton for the past week. I'm actually just camped out in my truck about to sleep. Hottest temps ever recorded in Canadian history. Okay. All right. All right. So Iron Kiwi, thank you for all that you're doing. And yeah, Synox, we'll have some daddy sodas in person. Six Pack Lopez says, I live around Huntington. Never knew you were this close. Get the fudge out of here. I used to live in Huntington. I used to live in near Johnny D's Pizza, right next to it was right off Main Street. It was like a 5-minute drive away from Main Street, maybe about like an 18-minute walk. Halloween of 2019, me and my friend Elizabeth went to we went to, what do you call it, to the Paramount to see Simple Plan. It was so good. We went to Jonathan's Restaurante beforehand. Yeah, it was really fun. So definitely, Six Pack of those. Let's hang out. Let's get a daddy soda one day. Grandmaster Wawa says, "What if we overthrew the devs to seize the means of production?" Grandmaster Wawa, I love you. You're great. Iron Kiwi said we had 49.6 Celsius here on the west coast of Canada this past week. That's a lot. That's literally like Middle East type temperatures. That's a lot. Iron Kiwi says, "Oh, 100%. They do whatever they can to manipulate us. It's brutal. Cancel the mainstream news. 100%. Cancel them. Cancel culture. Cancel the mainstream news. Abort the babies." Okay, no, there was a Scrubs episode where JD's like, "Abort the mission, abort the plan, abort the baby." It's just a bad joke, but it was really fun. At the time, it was really funny. Now it's a little more, oh God, my hips are dying. Yeah, so outside of that, guys, I'm going to wait for the 2-hour thing, and then I'm probably going to bounce because I'm very, very tired. I have not slept that often. I slept a little bit last night because I was very, So apparently, got to be careful in VR. You have to go slow at first because there's a dissociative phase of VR. It takes a little bit for your mind to learn to adjust to it. Most people go through it fine and get their VR legs. If you ever want to hang out in VR, let me know. I have about 3 years experience with it. Okay, well, thank you, Pick. You are awesome sauce. I have so many messages from like Reddit and everything. The one on my Omi Millionaires video says, "Nice, but you reminded me of my Pokemon cards that either my cousin or my friend stole from me 10 years ago. Binder for the first edition holo cards. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I'm gonna pray for you, Mr. Love Trading. Oh my God. Prayers. Sorry about that. I've been going over my messages with you. Guys, I get so many messages and notifications each day. It's insane. But I love it. I love all you guys. Grandma Swallow says, "What VR games are you gonna play?" I played Beat Saber already, and this one Barbarian type of saber thing, which is pretty cool. But I haven't. I don't know what else. I don't know what's good, so I have to check reviews and stuff. But that being said, I am going to. Ow, my body. My other body. I am gonna play Fire Emblem Heroes. Three Houses tomorrow. I'm a little annoyed because I love breeding. I love the fact that you can go into certain houses. Like Fire Emblem Awakening, when two people they fight right next to each other, they build a relationship. One gets speed, one gets defense, one gets extra attack, and eventually, when the relationship gets so high, they can have children. They can go and they can get children, and then the kids have the skills of the mom and the dad, and the children are so good. It is such a good, fun game that I just love it. So but this one there's no kids in this, and you can do that in Awakening, you can do that Fire Emblem Fates, but you can't do it in the Three Houses, which is annoying, but I still love those games anyway, so I'm gonna play it. Frog Alley Racing says, "Bumming one small sand jewel from a property that has 3 tiles and crap all on my large lots." Oh my God, I can't believe you're one place that has 3 tiles. So anyway, guys, it's been about 2 hours. Before I do my last Patreon member shout out, we never like to close our stream without giving you the opportunity to make Dashi the Lord of your life. Friends, will you pray with me? Will you say, "Lord Dashi, I repent of my sins, and I ask you to come into my heart. I make you my Lord and Savior." Friends, if you pray that simple prayer, we believe you got born again. Get in a good Dashi-based church. Make Dashi first place. Dashi will take you places that you never even dreamed of. All hail Dashi. So guys, I love you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, let's get on with this 2-hour Patreon member shout out. Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want us to last. Need you by my side, and every time we touch, I feel the static. All right, thank you guys. It has been 2 hours. What is Dashi made of? Sheer force of will. Whatever Dashi wants to be made of. It's been 2 hours, guys. I love you. It's been a great stream. I might not stream. I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow morning. My voice is shot. I can't talk. I'm going to go to bed now. I'm so tired. I'll see you all later. Okay. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow 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 meow. Thank you guys for all the. Thank you guys for all the super chats. That means the world to me. That's how the super chats and the Patreon and the just watching the ads that helped me. I cannot thank you guys enough for helping me. Get this tablet. Yeah, for helping me with all that. That means a lot. Thank you guys. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye. Meow 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 meow. Stop streaming.